What's going on, guys? This is going to be the trade recap for April the 13th. Today's Monday, market open. Today was a really good day, actually. We made $98 on the day today. Today's trade, it was absolutely fire. Simple textbook trade to me again. That's the trade up on the screen right there. Let me show you if I can show you guys the payout screenshot, because I haven't been showing the payout screenshot as of recently. Or, we've tried, but it's not been working so much. But yeah, you can probably tell just a little bit. That says $98. All right, bro. $98 on the day. Pretty fire, pretty good. So let's run to the trade and I'll show you guys what I did. All right, let's remove these drawings. First things first, 1 hour draws on liquidity. Man, today was just a bullish day. It was an awesome day. Today was such a good day. Such a good, nice, bullish day today. All right, let's mark out draws on liquidity. 682, 680. All right, I came up. Actually, no, that's not high. I want to target right there. This is where I wanted to target, 680. That was my target for today. And let's run into the trade. So, first things first I want to mark out was this low right there. And then I really like this imbalanced price range. My new thing that I've, really grown to love is trading imbalanced news days. When we have gaps like this, we saw it work out in the past over all the trades we took this week because of all the Trump news situations and stuff. So it's actually just awesome for us, man. It was really good. All right, so we're coming in and we're coming down to this low right here. So we make relative equal lows. They don't actually touch, but they're relatively equal. And within that, we got a fair value gap. That's a 30-minute fair value gap right there. And if that fair value gap had got respected, then I would look for moves down. But actually, this played more towards my bullish bias because this fair value gap, as we can see, got inversed. And the beautiful thing about this is we had more 15-minute fair value gaps that eventually got inversed. Alright, which was really good. And inside of those, we had more 15-minute fair value gaps that got waited to be filled. So that's like one of our confirmation confluences, right? We have our confluence that changes trend, so relative equal lows. We're going to change trend. And that's mainly powered by the imbalance of price range that we have. I think I bring it all the way up to there, right? That imbalance of price range that we have. And then so we want to look for a retracement into these 15-minute gaps so we can fill this equilibrium position. But if we hop closer on the 5-minute time frame, what I really love about this is that one, we had break of structure on this high. This was a very high drawn liquidity. I think it was 1 hour if I'm not mistaken. Was that a 1 hour drawn liquidity, guys? Yeah, it was 1 hour high. All right, cool. That was really good. All right, so we got the 1 hour high right there that we ended up breaking structure on, which I really loved. To continue confirmation that, okay, we're in the uptrend. And then from there, we're looking for our equilibrium retracement because we have this big candle spread. What do we have? We have equilibrium retracement to the downside. Then we have legs up to the inside. And immediately I knew, since on higher time frame we're bullish, on small time frame we're bullish, on daily time frame we're bullish, and we have this big overnight price gap that we're not looking to target. To me, this was enough confirmation to buy in literally at the low of this. Then we hop over to. I didn't want to hop over to the 15-minute charts and put it all the way down there because that would have been a really big major stop loss for me. Instead, let's put the stop. We put the stop in the underneath the fair value gap, right around there. We put the stop loss, and then we target all the way up until here. And this was just, man, I would say this is textbook. This was a paper trade, man. This was so good. We come in, we big candle rushing up, taking out so many levels, and then we have a big fair value gap right here. What do we see? We have a retracement into that fair value gap. Boom. Immediately just rush up, and we even come up and we take out this point right there. Right, we even take that out too. Right, so that's why I just loved about this trade, man. This trade was so good. I love trading imbalanced price. Like imbalanced news, love trading it so much. It's helped us so much this past quarter two and this past 2 weeks. So this is the trade that we took $98 on the day. It was a really just simple playbook textbook trade. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect price to come up all the way up here. I really expected price to come up here and start leveling out once we got up to this high right here. But as you can see, we pushed through this even more, which is crazy. Good profits on the day. That was price action for today. Yeah, pretty textbook trade. Thank you guys. This was a very quick video, very short video. I loved it so much, the short form content. Let me know if you guys want more 5-minute videos, and stay tuned for more. All right, peace, love, always. Thank you so much. Make sure if you guys haven't watch the video on how to trade. It's gonna help you guys a lot. And I would say watch a confidence video. Confidence video will come out, and those really go into depth on how I just mark out everything I want to do. Peace, love, always. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the next video.